What's up, you guys? It's Chi Marie giving you an update on test 3. So it is official. I have failed my first test throughout the whole nursing program. I made a 73 on test number 3 in mother baby, which brought my class GPA average down to a 77. So I made a 73.9, and as you know, you need a 75 to pass. I was devastated. I was so devastated. I mean, a lot of people like, oh, that's good, and compared to a lot of my classmates, that is good. However, for me, I have my own personal goal, and I was that stung. And I think it's kind of to be expected with the 99.9% of people. You're gonna fail a test in your nursing school. I mean, that's to be expected, but I ain't want this. I done made it this far. This is my 4th semester. December I graduate. Will graduate, okay? I didn't want this to be my first one. So my ego went completely down. Like, it was just horrible because everybody else in the class have failed a test, and ego was stoned. I mean, I ain't really let nobody know, but I was a little irritated. It's just so much content, and I kind of blame myself 25% by this test, this last test, because I spent so much time on the OB part, because it's OB part and it's a Peds part, and I spent so much time on the OB part because it was content heavy and it was so much that you had to process. So I did good on that part. The Peds part, I didn't spend so much time on it, and those were the questions that I had got wrong. So I do, I blame myself a little bit, and so it is what it is at this point. Can't go back and change it. This week I have been studying for both. Like I said I was gonna spend an equal amount of time on both. That way I won't have to feel like I haven't done my part in learning this content. Since that last test brought my grade down, my overall class grade down to a 77 point whatever, I had to stay for counseling because it was a midterm test. So that grade determined whether I would have to stay for counseling or not. So I had to stay for counseling because you need a 78 or higher. Right it. You needed a 78 or higher to be able to just go and not stay for counseling. But since I had a 77, I had to stay for counseling. And literally everything they said, I was doing. I won't go into details of what they said, but it was so many people, way over half the class. I think only about maybe 3 people that made that 78 or maybe higher, that wasn't staying for counseling. So they did the counseling as a whole because it was so many people. And this is like 8 something p.m. Everything they were saying I was already doing. So now I'm looking like, what now? But either way, the school ain't gonna change anything. The teacher's not gonna change anything. So it's up to me to pull myself together and figure out the trickery of their tests, because they ain't asking no regular questions. It's not solid, concrete questions that you would get like the content. Because if you ask me, I can tell you in your face, hey, oh, that's when this happens. Oh, that's what when that happens, and X, Y, and Z. I can tell you what it is. but that ain't what they asking on these tests. They asking different type questions that you can tell it come from them, and nobody thinks it fair, but nothing's gonna change. So I really got to get in their mind and try to figure out how they gonna be trickery on the next test. So that's that. I was supposed to go to a wedding yesterday, because for my job I put in PTO. You have to put in time to be off, and had that day off for months, and took that day as a day. I did not go to the wedding, and I wanted to, but I took that day and I literally studied the whole day. I got assignments done. I got projects done, and I got a lot of studying done. I woke up at like around maybe 6 or 7, maybe 7 something, and I did not stop until 5 in the afternoon. And then I started back. Like, I took my shower. When I got into bed, I just started reviewing like NCLEX style questions, trying to see what I know and test myself. But that's something I always do. And I got a lot done yesterday. But today I'm right back at work, so I had to go to bed. So it is what it is. So I guess I will keep you guys posted with the next test. Prayers are needed. I do not like being this close on. I feel like I'm on the edge. Like, ugh, I don't like being this close, because that's 2 points away from a 75. I don't like it. So I'm praying that this next test don't have all that trickery on it, and I can bring my GPA up. So until next time, you guys be blessed.